Good morning, everyone. My name is Richard Evans. I'm with Calibre Yacht Sales, and today I'm going to introduce you to a magnificent Sea Ray 540. She's a 2002, very well powered with Caterpillar 3196s, very stable in the water, 54 length overall with a 15.5-foot beam. But you know what really caught my attention when I first saw this boat is look at that profile. It is absolutely magnificent. Just imagine yourself up there at the helm station taking this boat into all of the wonderful adventures that you plan for the summer. Maybe even on a day like today. Such a beautiful area. But I'm ahead of myself. Follow me. Let me introduce you to the rest of the boat. So as you first approach the vessel, you'll notice this massive swim grid here that is a great platform to receive guests on by dinghy, or just to have the kids playing in the water, or just sitting back here dangling your feet in the water and just watching the world go by. It's big enough to swim from, and just a wonderful space and a great complement to the cockpit. While we're here, let's talk about a few things that we've got. We've got your Glendinning system here for your shore power cord. We've got a large locker right here and another smaller locker over here. Now notice that they've got an extra cooler back here to keep their fish in, but that cooler is easily removed. No problem at all. Down below here, we've got your boarding ladder hidden away so you don't trip up and stub your toes on it. Very, very large space, wonderful for playing from or fishing from or whatever you want to do. Now boarding into the cockpit here, notice how wide this transom door space is. And very, very secure transom door right here. It just closes up like so. Now while we're here, have a look at the size of these massive cleats. Not just one on the stern, but another one right here next to the transom gate as well. Of course, they're really into fishing, so you've got room for your Scotty downriggers, and of course the boat is wired with 12-volt DC to accommodate for that. Now notice this great big bench seat that we have here, very comfortable to sit at, and of course down below we've got all of this storage on both sides. Now over here we've got a massive propane tank, and it'll probably keep you going all summer to cook all of that fish that you're going to catch. And right here a very large marine barbecue, complete with cover. Another Scotty downrigger here, and then underneath here is more storage space. Right now they've got things in there like your weights for your downriggers and some boots and cleaning material, as well as a fish vacuum pack. Boy, these guys are really into fishing, eh? Above we've got this rigid overhang that covers the entire cockpit. Notice the Clarion speakers, complete with Clarion speaker controls and cockpit lighting, both overhead and down below. And notice these cute little mood lights that light up your staircase, and if you just wanted subdued lighting while you're sitting back here with your partner and enjoying a glass of wine and just taking in the world. Isn't this beautiful? What a wonderful space this is. Now right here we've got this smoked glass and aluminum sliding door. Very large. I love this feature. Just love it. And look how easy it works. It's very well maintained. And you know what? This brings the outdoors in and the indoors out, and it just gives you that wonderful feeling that you would want when you're hanging out in an anchorage. Come on inside. I'm going to show you what's going on in here. So here we are in the galley, and what a great space this is. Galley up, of course, which is wonderful because the people working the galley are not away from the action. You've got your salon right here on the port side, and you've got a beautiful dinette forward. I mean, this is just an amazing layout. We can see why this model was so popular. Here on the port side, we've got access to your bridge, and just below that, you've got workspace here. that additional workspace, or just, yeah, it's nice. Just put a bouquet of flowers. Just below that, you've got your freezer. Yes, another freezer. This one is for the galley, of course. And we have your settee, L-shaped settee right here. Comfortably sit probably 4 adults, and then right across from that, another 2 adults in the starboard settee. Look at this beautiful table, eh? You know, it's a high-low table. Low for cocktails, high for just snacking on or working on, or helping to give you extra space when you're preparing the meal. Now look at this flooring. Isn't this beautiful? Look how wonderfully the flooring, wooden floor, accents the black tile right next to it. And this beautiful brass strip created there for the transition. Very tastefully done. Again, we talked about the storage on underneath each of the settees. Nice, comfortable 2-person settee here on the starboard side. Notice above, we've got in the corners, we've got heating and air conditioning vents. Right here, we've got your AC and DC panel. So here in the galley, we've got your fridge right here. Tremendous amount of workspace. Just look at all this workspace. And then it's really well designed, because once you need access to the stove is located right there. I like this. Notice how the microwave is very smartly concealed in this locker here like this. Just to the left of that, there's more storage in this space here. And more storage in this space here. And a bank of 3 drawers here. So you're certainly not without storage in your galley area. So a great layout, isn't this? You know, working at the countertop and the stove, and looking out through these big, beautiful windows at the vistas that boating is all about. Now up here, 2 quick steps up brings you into this wonderful space. Look at this. Sitting up here, again, raised elevation so that you can see clearly all of this beautiful vista that's all around you. So I'm sitting here in this large dinette. It's just a beautiful, beautiful feeling that I'm getting. I wish I was somehow able to communicate the space, the feeling that I get from this space. It's beautiful. It's large as well. You can sit, 6 or 7 adults in this space. And it's high. It's high so you can see all of the vistas all around us here. And the ventilation is wonderful. Right now I've got a breeze blowing in from the side deck door, blowing in on me right now, and it's just giving me a wonderful sense of what boating is all about. Now, wasn't that a magnificent space? Just beautiful, all the comforts of home. And so let's go upstairs. Let's have a look at the bridge. First, before we go up there, I want you to notice these molded steps. No more scrambling up ladders and trying to carry a tray in one hand and hanging on to the ladder with the other. But these nice, easy molded steps that gets you to the bridge with no problem whatsoever. Wow. Just look at this space. What a view from here. This is just absolutely beautiful. And it's so big. It's a space away from the rest of the boat. In fact, you can completely close it off with your hatch to your saloon and your hatch to your cockpit. And this becomes a private space for, well, maybe the kids if they want to hang out up here, away from the adults. Let's start by having a look at this new canvas that they've just installed. In great condition, less than a year old. Rigid hardtop, which just makes this all fully enclosed and very, very comfortable. This is cool. Look at that. So what becomes an aft-facing bench seat and a forward-facing settee seat or dinette seat becomes a full bed. Isn't that cool? So let's just put that back. Now this is really nice. Having the opportunity to eat your lunch or even your dinner sitting up here watching the whole world go by from the highest point in the boat. Just beautiful. Right here we've got, of course, your dinette seat, but then a forward-facing seat for a second pair of eyes on the water. So just forward of the hatch where we have your air conditioning right here, and down below here is your waist with a hatch to be able to drop your waist through your workspace here, and a wet bar. Right here is yet another freezer, and again that's for all the fish that you're going to catch. And over here another locker, and in this locker we have your home entertainment system with your CD changer and your audio and receiver controls. Now just forward here, this is where it all happens. Big double helm seat. Very comfortable space. Look at the extent of this bridge. Isn't it amazing? And so ergonomically friendly as well. Right here on the right hand side we've got all of your DC switches, and just next to that we have, well, before we even go there, right here, intercom to the bridge. Isn't that nice? Clarion speaker right here, air conditioning and heat right here, throttle controls, bow thruster, a control for your spotlight, and up here we have your Caterpillar engine monitors, as well as your analog gauges to give you a more accurate look as to what's going on in the engine room. Very comfortable teak wheel. To my left we've got your gear controls and engine monitor system. Got trim tabs. Now over here we have a Garmin GPS system, a 4212, very popular model, as well as a brand new Furuno radar system. Right here we've got your Raytheon cruise control, and of course your VHF radio. Now down below, all within easy access, is additional storage. I've just got the covers for all of your instruments down there right now. But just sitting here in this space with the visibility that we have from here gives me a total sense of control. Perfect ability to be able to look out onto the water and watch for any debris that might be coming up your way. And are you ready for this? There's not just one, but two ways to access this space. The first one, of course, was from the cockpit, but look at this. Down to the salon. Now, I just wanted to point out the flow of this space here. Everything radiates out from this space. From here, the dinette space, up to the helm station on the bridge, from here down into the salon and to the galley, and from here down into your heads and beds down below. It's just a brilliant design. Now down below, so look at the efficiency of this layout. Isn't this brilliant? Very effective use of space. Come down, turn right, go into the master cabin, go forward, go into the second cabin, or go left into the VIP cabin. But let's start here in the master cabin. The first thing that's going to grab you is this wonderful queen-size bed. It's not your typical square mattress. It's beautiful. It gives this whole space a lot of character. And in behind that is the mirrors. giving this a big, luxurious, wonderful space that feels very, very, very large. Notice these complex curves again with this wonderful lush cherry wood that's finished in a nice gloss varnish. And in behind here is your washer and dryer. Over here you've got your hang-up locker that is cedar lined and lit when open. And just next to that, the toilet has its separate space with its own door, as does the shower, and the sink is in the middle. Very, very effective, efficient use of space. Just so Sea Ray. Now as we come out, on our right is the second cabin. Ideal for kids. It has an over-under bunk, reading lamps, and in behind you've got this cedar-lined hang-up locker with storage below. Again, this luxurious, complex curve, a sense of quality. As we come out of here and we turn right going into the VIP cabin, once again notice the bed. Pedestal bed, queen size, easy to access from both sides. Not a Pullman berth, so you don't have to climb over each other when you get up. And very bright in this space. Notice the hatch just above the bed. That comes complete with a privacy curtain that pulls out. And not 2 but 4 port lights that allow in a lot of natural light. Also above this is amazing. Just look at all of the storage space that you have in these cabinets above this bed. Over here we have our ensuite with access to the day head, and again a private shower. Just a beautiful, beautiful boat. Very well laid out, efficient use of space. You're just going to love it. What a wonderful space this is. Down below here we have your engine access, complete with gas shocks. So here we are in the engine space with these big, beautiful Caterpillar 3196s, twin engines with 660 horsepower per side, more than enough power to get you where you need to go. Over here you'll notice that you've got twin racors for each engine, so you can literally switch on the fly without having to stop the engine. One of the things I like about this is that your oil checks are very accessible. Dipsticks are inboard facing the companionway, as opposed to having to crawl over one engine or the other. Appears to be in very good condition, this space. It's been well maintained. Driplet seal. Your main DC breaker panel. Generator, got a sound shield on it, and it produces more than enough AC power to run the entire boat. And this insulation to keep the sound and vibration in the engine room where it belongs. But those big 4-blade props and 620 horsepower on each side, just wow, just a beautiful, beautiful performing boat. Just so many things about this boat, that the layout, the comfort, the amenities, everything. So there you go, folks. Wasn't that beautiful? 2002 Sea Ray 540 in just really good condition and well appointed, well powered, just ready to take you on your next adventure. Give us a call. You'll be glad you did.